Hello viewers and welcome back to Mass Effect. When last we left off, we had just gained control of the Normandy. This is our ship now. Also, replies on the bottom half of the conversation will tend to be more confrontational and will sometimes earn you renegade points. If only they'd told me that last stream. I kind of suspected it, but I wasn't sure. Since I've been trying to avoid them. And then last stream we found out the hard way that they did. Ah well, what are you gonna do? So we gotta find Liara, whoever that is. We also gotta figure out where to go. Because it occurs to me I don't actually know where I'm going. Can I talk to my crew? You suppose that I can? Oh, thank you. I saw that. I saw you salute out of the corner of the screen. I saw it. That's an elevator. I don't know if I want to go in there. There's one of my crew. Ooh, Shepard's locker. It's full of garbage. I'll take it. Guidance.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, then do you have any tactics for me?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Fair enough. Alright.
Talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
That's all we're getting out of him. Sleeper pods. Awaken. Nope. Wonder what he's doing down here. I do not seem to be able to take out my weapon, which means that I cannot actually move any faster. Doctor?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
Did I already
I
ask you
enlisted
this?
right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe. Too secure.
Oh well, we're asking
I figured
again.
the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
No, it's
But
not.
humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What's an L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Okay, see, this is bad.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long
Oh.
list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Well, fair enough.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Learn something terrifying. Nothing I can snatch from the medical closet. Oh well. You never know when you're gonna need extra med kits to save your life. You never know. Excuse me. Alright, what's behind door number 2? Personnel manual, huh? Okay. Really, it's got some lore. And yeah, I'm not sprinting because it's literally not any faster. It just makes you think it's faster. We're just walking. I found one crew member. Well, 2, the doctor. I mean, crew I can take with me, which implies the others are here somewhere. Maybe down the elevator? Was this the elevator? No. Where was the elevator? Where was the elevator, actually? There it is. Yeah. No one to talk to me on my trip down the elevator this time. It's just you and I. It's just us. How romantic. Alright. Garrus. Which reminds, I don't know why this reminds me of what it does. Did I say Happy Pride Month last time? I don't remember if I did. So Happy Pride Month, everybody. Ooh, the M35 Mako. Cool.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules.
Yeah.
You're free to handle things your way.
Yeah.
CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
It's not that bad.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
No.
CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
See, that's the exact opposite. As a public servant who is charged with protecting the peace, you should be held to a higher standard than most people.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Just don't pull a
CSEC
Rex on me.
headquarters looking over my shoulder. Well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
I'm sorry, Garrus, but someone had to tell you. You say anything else?
Good to see you.
No. Ah, there's... Ooh. Ooh. Wow, they give you one locker for each person. Ooh. Hold on, let's talk to you first. You were first.
Commander?
What do we want to talk about?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
You're welcome.
No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Fair enough.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright. Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
That's it?
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Oh, come on. I should respect his boundaries. But this is an RPG, so I'm not going to.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And the fact that I can't say that really bothers me.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
Oh,
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us. but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight.
It is a fascinating glimpse of, like...
Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
It is a fascinating glimpse of a species that gets spacefaring technology that just wants to fight. Like, that never get past that concept. Sort of like humans, in a way, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Well, that just seems bad.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
That would be a good time to learn.
Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
That kind of seems like your people problem at this point.
I can't change that. Nobody can.
Oh, change is always possible. It's just hard. Most people will choose not to. That's the
So
problem.
long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex. Alright. Anybody else down here? Don't I have one more crew member somewhere? Field integrity monitor. Elements 0 core. Ah, there you are. There's the engineer. Let's talk to him first.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
It is actually, but let's talk.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions.
Oh.
So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location.
Clever.
Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space.
Yeah, I'll
Most
say.
vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare.
Ooh, I haven't heard blue shift in a long time.
We enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Actually, I think I haven't heard blue shift since Half-Life. It's been that long. I'll have to investigate that. See what it actually means.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Cool.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright. Charlie. Wait, was there another thing there? No. Talk to me.
Your ship's amazing. transport like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this
Yeah,
small.
let me tell you about it. I know about it now, you
I'm
see.
starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
They're not, really.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people.
You know,
Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I feel like I'm playing a Guilty Gear game, which may sound weird unless you've ever played the story mode of a recent Guilty Gear game, which is to say, it's just, I feel like I'm less playing a game and I'm more watching a show. There's not a lot of gameplay to this game. There's brief snippets here and there, and then there's a bunch of walking and talking.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Oh, goodness.
If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Isn't there a place
Of
like that
course, we
in the
also
real
can't
world?
allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Yeah, there is.
In extreme cases
Let's change the
of
subject, though.
population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I assume that's like your equivalent of the council?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law.
Huh.
Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's what it sounded
The
like.
5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
See, now that's interesting.
That served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
That's actually a lot.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Well, tell me anyway.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI.
I assume VI is virtual
They made
intelligence.
small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Yeah, now that turned out for you.
Changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So what? You did what?
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Yeah, exactly like a... Well, not
So
exactly.
there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information.
Really?
Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close
The collective
proximity,
unconscious.
they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That's interesting.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long.
That's your concern?
The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves.
Yes.
It was inevitable that
Yeah, you
another
were.
sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first.
Oh my
A
god.
general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Oh my god. I can't even... I can't... There was a guy in college in one of my English classes that was exactly like this. He was exactly like this. Where it's like you're so close to the answer, you're standing on top of the answer, and somehow you do a full body pivot into getting as far away from it as possible despite being right on top of it. This dude, I think I've talked about this maybe once in a video before. Maybe once. But this guy, we had to critique each other's papers, right? And he wrote about how on Earth we're using up all of our natural resources. And that's bad. And how this isn't sustainable, what we're doing now. And how, you know, the effects and the risks and yada yada, and like he got all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, this is yeah, exactly. This guy knows what he's talking about. This is a really good paper. And then I get to the freaking end of the paper, and his proposed solution is that because of this, our choice of action, not as a last resort, but simply as an option we should invest in because it's a smart idea, is to colonize other planets and repeat the exact same process there over and over again. Effectively until we run out of planets, which in an infinite universe, hopefully we wouldn't. But yeah, there was no, oh yeah, this is bad, we're doing this, and we should stop. It was, no, let's just do this somewhere else. And oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe, oh my goodness. You don't even know what I wrote down on that guy's paper. You don't even know.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
Or you could just stop using them as
The Geth
slaves.
would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Yeah, I wonder why, Darvo.
Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil.
It's not even Darvo, because they're not denying it. They're just reversing it.
Searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's not even Darvo, because they're not denying it. Heck, they're attacking it. They're just doing the last part. It's just the Ervo. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Oh, she's
If
awful.
we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Maybe because you tried to kill them as soon as they asked you, am I a person?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Awful, awful people. Oh my god. Ugh.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet.
Makes sense.
But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage.
A little barbaric, but makes sense.
Leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I don't want to risk renegade. Well, let's try it.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, Quarians are awful, and now I feel bad for the Geth. Like, just awful. Oh my god, I can't even. I guess now we have to set out on a mission, actually do some stuff. We talk to everyone. I'm assuming the exit is going to be this way since we're facing this way, yep. Oh. That brought back some unpleasant memories of that idiot. I've met a lot of stupid people in my life. It's really concerning how many. I don't even know if I would call that stupidity, though, as much as just... I don't know what you would call it. It's almost closer to evil than it is to stupidity. Like, the rampant what's what I'm looking for? I had a second ago. The rampant lack of care for other living things. Whatever. To the galaxy map. What is this? Supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs in the Presidium Ring. 44.7 kilometers, total length open, diameter open 12.8 kilometers, population 13.2 million, not including keepers, gross weight 7.11 billion metric tons. Okay, so that's us. And apparently we can go nowhere? Is this not how I... How far do I have to zoom out before I can figure out where I'm going? Ah, there they are. What are all these random... What are all these random places? Can I access my menu from here? I cannot. I don't know what any of these random places are, so let's just go to Artemis Tau. Oh my god, there's multiple places here. And I don't know which one it is. Let's check Athens, because that's a cool name. Alright. I hope it doesn't cost us fuel like in, what's that game? No Man's Sky. Otherwise, we're going to be stranded, like I am in that game, No Man's Sky. I finally bought it a long time after launch. And it's... fine. It's fine. I don't... It's definitely not my favorite game, but whatever. Proteus, seriously. My god, there's so many planets, and I have no idea which one she's on. Like the Hanar homeworld, Proteus has more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off from Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. Hot, humid, and storm-wrecked, Proteus' rare combination of oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless recommend it for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. Colony founded 2179, population 12,470, capital Ithaca. Orbital period is 4.9 Earth years, radius is 10,210 kilometers, day length is 51.4 Earth hours, woof. Atmospheric pressure 1.21 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 34 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity 1.3 Gs. Gas deposit survey, Proteus has a large amount of free oxygen. Okay, what did that do? Okay, hold on. Let me exit out of here. I'm just getting myself lost at this point. Ooh, valuable minerals. What is this? To maintain its fleet and continue to expand the Alliance, must find new resources wherever it can. You recently surveyed an important deposit and claimed it for the Alliance. I did? There must be more like them in the Traverse. Oh god, that's a lot of planets to scan. Her last location was somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster. Explore the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster to find Liara. But that world wasn't uncharted. We have settlers there already. I just claimed stuff on their planet like some sort of Christopher Columbus. That's gotta be too close to the sun to be habitable, right? The geological properties of Salamis have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the energetic star Athens. The equatorial daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. The crust is composed of iron with deposits of platinum group metals. And some stuff we don't care about. I'm not going to read all these. Circe is a modestly-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and chlorine. These give it a striking yellow-green tint. As the development of Proteus colony continues, Circe will likely be developed in helium-3 mining. Orbital period is 141.9 Earth years. God. The day length is 10.9 Earth hours. Radius 22,479 kilometers. Gas deposit. Large concentration of helium-3. Nausicaa. Traces of sodium in the atmosphere give Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, but it is otherwise a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere account for its white clouds. Pharos. Distant Pharos has only seen a cursory examination by an unmanned probe. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deeper craters have been partly filled by ice, suggesting there may have been a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice-bright crater in the southern hemisphere makes the planet visible from the inner system, leading to the planet's name. Scans of the planet Pharos revealed an abandoned base on its moon. The recon team found nothing of interest, but much of the debris marked with the Magna colony insignia. Huh. There's an asteroid belt. Okay. They're not in Athens. I like all these Greek names. Let's check Sparta. The ship is on fire. Oh my god. This can only be bad things for us. Oh, we're here. Okay. Small distance, Alice Age is a small terrestrial with a... we're just gonna start skimming now. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign, 2160s, the Batarian Elam... let's scan it. Scans from orbit detected a small deposit of plutonium. There's literally too many. I'm not reading them all. Scan it. Large concentration of hydrogen. Nothing here. But I paused long enough for you to pause and read that if you want. Oh, thank goodness.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
We found it. Edelus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edelus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock, highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Edelus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant onto Malka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Surface gravity is pretty low. Temperature is cold. Day length is... okay. I'll do it. Oh, I get to choose my crew, huh? Why don't we... we haven't had you for a while. We haven't had you since you murked that guy. Maybe you two will keep, like... maybe she'll keep you in line. We won't have much tech strength, unfortunately, but... is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. They just drop us out the ship? Oh my god. Oh. Achievement earned. Medal of Exploration 1. Okay, so this controls like a character, not like a vehicle. Like, I assume the triggers then are probably, yep. Does that mean this? Yeah! I was about to say I have no idea where I'm going and I don't want to explore this wasteland forever. But luckily they pointed me in the right direction and I just had to go forward. Ooh! Thresher Maw! Oh, that's bad. How do I can't flip over. I can't flip over. Oh good, now I have to go all the way back from the start. That thing did massive damage in one hit and flipped me. Alright, let's try this a second time. Oh, I can boost. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Did I literally die in one hit? Wow. Let's try this once more. And then I don't know what to do because I'm getting deleted over here. Ow. I'm trying to repair. I'm trying to repair. I had to mash the button several times to get to repair. And he is barely repairing anything. Oh my god, this sucks. What am I supposed to do? I'm doing like no damage. I take 1,000,000 damage. It's iffy on when it wants to repair. This sucks. Maybe if I boost when it shoots at me? Okay, we're making some progress this time. Why does he use so much to repair? Gotcha. Or not, apparently that wasn't enough. Jeez. Oh good, they're all dead. Is there a way to get out of the... There's gotta be some way to get out of this thing. Hold on. We gotta consult our dear pal Google on how to exit this vehicle. Alright. I had to use the keyboard shortcut for it on account of nobody knowing what the controller button for it is, which is weird to me. Did I not get anything from that? Well, I got stuff from that. Was this not the main mission? I get tricked? Well, I can't turn it off. Can I get into this baby? No? Okay. I know I said I wanted more gameplay, but that was not my favorite example of it.
Redeploying.
Oh, it's that button. Okay. It's circle or B. Is there really no way to interact with this thing? Guess not. Well, let's return to the Normandy then, I suppose. I found a turn emblem? Insignia? When? Huh, whatever. Go to Artemis Tau, that's what I'm trying to do. The game is just wasting my time and not telling me which planet. Altair. And nothing here either. Fine, let's check Gnosis. Let's check this one. Devices. Nothing here. Our mini. Nothing here. Theorem. There's a place we can land, but hold on, I want to check out this place. Zakros. Nothing here. And Arcanes? Survey it. Large concentration of nitrogen. Alright, where was the place we could land? Zakros? Nope. What's Theorem? Theorem is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Theorem was more habitable in the past than is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Capital Nova Yekaterinburg. 2.4 yeah, low atmospheric pressure, high gravity, hot temperature. Let's land and see what we can find. We're going with you two. Please don't put me in this thing again. Oh no.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. Looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, I'm going to assume that the lava will kill us, since I'm going to leave it alone. Is this another thing where it just seems faster, but it's not actually speeding us up at all? It's just shaking the camera. I can't actually tell. Well, at least accelerates faster, but I don't know if the top speed is any quicker. This is good, at least on hills and stuff like that. I see big red things over that way, and it's making me very nervous. Oh, hello. Friendly? Nope. Geth armature. I wonder what they're doing outside their home planet. I mean, I guess any of us could ask the same question, though. And knowing it costs 15 Omnigel and I can only repair it twice more, I don't really want to do it again. 15 Omnigel is way too much. That's a ridiculous amount of Omnigel. Oh, that didn't make me feel better.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
You know, Rex, I'm not opposed to that. But you're gonna have to tell me where we can sneak around. Now, if I could just get turned around. There we go. That's a lot of experience, though, at least. Oh no, don't flip over. I don't want to be stuck again. Get him. Well, that's the end of that guy. Whoops. This thing feels actually kind of powerful when you're not, you know, on the ground level with everybody. Alright. Well, we don't need our helmets here. So that's an interesting discovery. Goodbye. Oh no, I don't have any way you can decrypt. Boo. Maybe I should have thought about that. Opening those gates would be a bad idea, because then the turrets would attack us. Let's leave those gates closed. Only we had somebody good hacking with us. I'm not going to be able to open crap on this planet. I say as I see a container right over in front of me. Let's see what's inside. Hammerhead rounds, phaser rounds. Alright. What is over this way? There is stuff hiding back here. See, this is why you look. You never know what you're gonna find. Hurricane 2 and Avenger 2. Edge 2, a medium armor survivor 2. Oh. Was she using a sniper rifle? Huh. Nah, she's a soldier. She can use whatever she wants. Now this is where the distress signal, I'm assuming, was coming from. I'm not getting into that. What's the point of this room other than to waste your time? Your only limited resource in this world. Well, non-replenishable resource, I should say. Whoa, chill with that thing. All roads lead to Rome. There we are. We're giving up some experience, but we're staying alive. Wow, it's hit scan. There we are. I feel like I'm going somewhere, but I can't tell if that somewhere is the right way. That's the only downside to this. So if this turns out to be the wrong way, I'm gonna be in deep trouble. Get them both? Yeah. Oh, Colossus. Alright. What have we got in here? You know, I'm hoping State of Decay 3 turns out to be fun, 'cause I really like State of Decay 2. I might do... Will I do a playthrough of State of Decay 2? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's a fun game, but... There's lots of... Yeah, level up. So I need to get that far to get medium armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could get medium armor right now. I say we do it. It might be worth getting that. Just because it's literally right there. Then we gotta start putting points into shotguns. What do I want you to be good at? Assault rifle's probably fine. Let's get you in heavy armor. Get you advanced shield boost. I'm tempted to get her first aid just because that seems worthwhile. But is that better than just using a Medigel to heal everybody? I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to just leave you with the assault rifles and just give Garrus sniper rifles. Master shield boost. Why don't we go with weapons for now? Generates no heat and deals 100% more damage. That's really nice. This seems really minor. Yeah, let's focus you on assault rifles. You, however, definitely going shotguns. Heavy armor, advanced shield boost. You and I are a shotgun duo. Why not? I don't know if that's any good, but we're giving that to you. What'd I give myself? The ability to wield medium armor and stuff. Alright, so there's a couple medium armors I can wear. No biotic protection on that one. A little bit on this one. Damage protection 14, shields let. Why is this just worse in every way? I am confused. Is that +2 damage protection really worth it? If I lose everything else in the process? Was going for medium armor a mistake? Was that Ashley's armor? That was Ashley's armor. What the heck is she wearing then? $31.20. That's what I'm talking about. Duelist 1, Guardian 1. They're the exact same. They're the exact same. Just this one looks cooler. Damage per second is way higher. Instinct, accuracy. Accuracy is less, but you can deal with that. I don't have any armor for you. Well, that's a big shame. I'm not using a biotic amp right now. Maybe I should get one. There's grenades. I know I picked one up. I don't know where they are. I like what I've got, thank you. If I'm never going to use these, which I'm not, should I just convert them to Omnigel? Yes, I get 4 per conversion, which is not very much. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Alright, let's go. This way. I'm going this way. Alright. I don't know why I'm stuck. Can I open that? No, I cannot. You're telling me. Lava everywhere. Well, at least this place isn't shooting at us. We got that going for us. Maybe that is a little faster, because I think we go over that ramp in an interesting way. Okay, I don't even need to waste bullets, I can just run them down. Not that there's any bullets to waste, but you know what I mean. Field goal. Is this gonna fit through there? This is not gonna fit through there.
Securing point.
Great. Let's go. What does Rex say about this place? Where the heck is Rex? Ah, chest-high walls to take cover behind. Yep. Actually, let's just straight up... Well, that's a little higher than that. Sorry, guest. Nothing personal. Ow. Alright. Enemy down. Anything hiding up here? Nothing? I heard someone taking pot shots at me, though. Ah! My weapon is not built for this. Dang it. He knew. He knew his time was coming. Oh my god, Rex. Didn't realize Rex's health was so low. Okay, enemy down. Is Rex gonna get back up?
All targets down.
Yes. And his health has slowly come back, so that's good. Good thing I gave him those Krogan Battle Master points after all, huh? Means I don't need to use an Omni Gel. Don't know what it turned around for. Maybe he just didn't want to see death coming. I can relate to that. Seems frightening. It wouldn't let me look over the thing to shoot.
All targets down.
Alright, on we go. If this is also not the planet, I'm going to be very upset. Although it is giving me some gameplay, so that's nice. Oh. Oh, I hate it. Oh, so her weapon's accurate, but ours aren't. Oh, we're in trouble. We are in deep, deep trouble. Rex, don't just stand in the open. Ow. Well, this is a problem. This is a problem, don't you think, Ash? Well, I can't heal. And now I'm back to near death again instantly. Oh my god. I hate these things. I hate these things so much. What? I know I'm almost dead. There's not a lot I can do about it. Why is it only healing me such a tiny amount? Got one, finally. Yeah, these mini-gels are not healing very much at all. Really? Okay, I ran away far enough that they're alive again. I was hoping that would happen. It's just an armature? I thought it was a Colossus. Maybe I should have invested more in their defenses. Just a thought. Oh my god, it one-shot me. And this is on normal. Okay, this is a little bad. But it could be worse. You'll boost, use the warp. Screw it, use the warp. I don't know if that did anything, but I did it. Ow! There we go. I need to put more points in shotguns. What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? Oh. Okay, I don't have to zoom in before I shoot. I don't know why I thought I did. Okay, so it looks like that way is progress. Is there anything else down here? I hope I'm not missing any like super weapons by not having people who could decrypt with me. Oh wow. I can always come back if it's a big enough issue, but I doubt it is. Open up. Into the vault. Hopefully there's no more people waiting to kill us. Hopefully. We'll find out. I don't have an infinite number of medkits here. And there are. Yeah, I got my Major back. Let's use it. Ow. Don't mind me, I'm just hiding. Because I have no automatic healing, unlike you two. Maybe first aid would have been a good idea. Well, live and learn. But it's funny, these are the two with actual decent combat stats that I've taken with me right now.
Dare you to spin over the side.
And yet, I am still getting walloped on. Okay, so I can't get in there. I don't like using all my Medigel like this, but each one heals such a tiny amount. What are you gonna do? Alright, anybody have anything to say about this elevator ride? No? Okay. We're just gonna go down in silence then. That's not uncomfortable at all. Especially on such a long ride. Maybe they expect you to die, so they didn't want you to hear the same line over and over and over again. There we go.
Sterile white. Protheans sure build things homey.
There we go, she's fine. She's fine, she's also getting her health back. Oh good, we went down one elevator just so we could go up another one. Or maybe it's down actually. Only one way to find out. Alright. Down, down, down we go. Oh, that's not good. Come on, anybody out?
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
How'd you get yourself into this?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
First, I have questions.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here.
Why would they even design it like this?
There was a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
A Krogan? Rex?
Let's get moving.
Ashley?
Ready.
Yeah. Let's get down there. Oh, I just want to use my shotgun. Why does the game not want me to do that? Shoot it in the junk. There we go. Oh wait, the thing we need is right here. Huh? Hey, I did it! Random sequence of buttons. Works again. Now let's go see what they're guarding over here. Maybe the code? Everything here is locked. Nope, so you did just have to do the code the hard way. Okay. And I just happened to guess it right after like 3 tries. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, this looks like relatively close quarters. I could swap back my shotgun. Never mind, it's opening up. Oh, everybody back up. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. Can't back up anymore. Huh. Ah, okay, there just wasn't a prompt. But it is in fact an elevator. Huh. Hello there.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
You're welcome.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Oh, I don't even get a choice, I'm just doing it. Sorry about that. Well, more really, you're welcome.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Trouble.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
8 minutes, huh?
Gonna be close, Skipper.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Those aren't more Geth waiting for us up there.
3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 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 2
up into the graphics card. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the little waist-high walls and I knew. A Krogan.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Don't suppose I could talk about this.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Meh. Okay, so Unity would be helpful now on account of all the people dying on me. But I could also get Carnage. And I really do need better shotgun stuff. But people are dying on me. That's a long wait time, but I think I gotta get Unity first and come back for Carnage, which makes me sad. No, if I had better shotguns, maybe they wouldn't be dying on me. That's 17% more accuracy, 10% more damage. Do any enemy within 2? Yeah, let's go with that. I'm seeing the value of health regen now. And first aid. Take a point in first aid and get more health. You. More health. Get some points in. Let's get some points in barrier. Oh, he felt that. See, the accuracy's already paying off. I can shoot slightly farther away now. Come on, stick your little head out. Got him. Carnage. Okay, if I had died pulling that maneuver, I was gonna be real upset. But I want to use shotguns. I want to. Well, let's into that place. It is time to skedaddle. Was that 8 minutes? Hard to tell in the midst of combat.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in
A
molten
human are in
sulfur.
search and rescue.
The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Would you rather we die?
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Eh.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
You say 50 years?
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Only?
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Good thing we had a chair for her.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I guess it's my chair.
There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction.
Garrett's just listening intently.
Civilization rises up. It is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Well, funny. I don't have a single piece of proof per se, but it's something that I know, based on my hours of research.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process.
Well, thank you.
You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
I am, in
This isn't helping
fact.
us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her bionics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Ah, so you're the last team member. He's another alien. Oh my goodness. Welcome aboard.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We're good.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Oh. I mean, I do answer the council. I mean, it probably would make sense.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Well, he came real close.
She doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I mean, that's a fair question.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
I mean, I think they're setting him up to be a hater, but he's not wrong, which is kind of, you know, kind of a point. If we could have kept that ruin intact, there's a lot we could have learned from it, but, well, potentially. But alas.
Yes, Commander?
Is this still the same things as before?
Speak freely, Presley.
I trust you, Commander. If you think they belong here, then so do I.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
They had the numbers, but their ships
Carry
were...
on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Nah, he doesn't say anything different. Eat load monitor, huh? Wink. Joker, thank you for pulling our butts out of the fire.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy
No, this is the same as
too much
before.
ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
You top of my class in flight school, I earned.
I'm sorry.
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dead.
I have to go.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the same stuff he said before. The minimap says this is an elevator I can use. And yet, it does not seem to be the case. Gunnery station. Look outside. Another heat load monitor. Alright, let's go talk to the crew yet again. See how they feel about how that last mission went. Doctor.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Apparently not.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ah! You're back here.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
That's impressive, actually.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Good.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
That's fair.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Yeah.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate.
No, you're fine.
I
It's a
never meant
joke.
to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people.
You are remarkably
Please,
relatable.
Just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Huh.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Neat.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite...
I want that ability.
Not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved. but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Oh god, is that what I do with that other Asari by accident? Is there a little shepherd out there now? Whoops. Barely into the first game and this has already happened.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I'm only gonna get to ask one of these, aren't I? I'm more curious about this. Maybe I can ask both though if I start with this one, because this one's on the left and...
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Literally what I was thinking.
Our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
Oh.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Can I get the other question now if I ask her this?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common. Not Asari daughters inherit racial...
Okay, so I got all the information anyway.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but...
Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on...
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, got a lot of experience from that one. That looks like she's doing okay. So when it comes to, like, queer relationships and how they work and mating and all that, my favorite, what's the word? Comparison, analogy, metaphor, simile, cereal box, whatever, was this image of... What was it? Was it a fork and a knife? Or was it a spoon and a knife? A fork or something. I think it was a fork and a knife. No. And anyway, it was Western cutlery talking to some chopsticks, and it was like, which one of you is the fork? Or which one of you is the knife, or whatever. And the chopsticks are just like, what are you talking about? It's such a simple but good comparison to make. Kaiden.
Commander, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
I mean, he is cute, but I don't want to call him cute. I don't want to tell him he's old-fashioned either. I definitely don't want to tell him to zip it, so that just leaves cute.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell.
Turkey's lasted a long time.
But not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Well.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know?
Yeah, no.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Kaiden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
How do I back out of this?
Of course, but I don't enjoy it with everyone.
Oh, come on.
Later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But yeah, I'd like that.
I just want, I mean, granted he is very hot, but I just wanted to talk with him. I didn't want to start anything. Ooh. Like, there's aliens, there's actual aliens on this ship. I may be forced to play a human. Oh, more so. Ooh. Striker 4. It is worse in every way? What? How? How is this worse in every way? Huh. Whatever. Did I already look down there? I'm losing track of what I have and haven't done. Okay. I've already been down here, and there was nothing. There was nothing. Also, in that last mission, my radar was being jammed. You can't see it since I'm blocking the radar, but it was happening. It was quite a problem, actually. Garrus, talk to me.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Go on.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually taught me how to becoming a Spectre when I was younger.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Suddenly louder mic.
He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
That's unfortunate.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
I can fix him.
Commander, good to see you.
Really, I get a whole long conversation with Liara and even Kaiden, but for you it just ends there. Is it because I told him off?
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Yeah. Well, that's sad. Anyways.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
Oh, what's up?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Why?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Let's get some more information.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies.
Oh no.
We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. What is the species word for racist? Because I seem to have accidentally recruited one onto my ship.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it.
No, it's not.
Your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really.
Yes, it is.
Species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Wow, this is awful. I have 2 awful crewmates on this ship now.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded.
Yeah, so is mine.
Father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Yeah, I'm starting to put the picture together.
I come from a military family too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
I don't think they meant to start a family tradition, but after 16 years on ships and stations, how could I spend my life on the ground?
You're lucky. I spent most of my career as groundside garrison.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams, but this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
It might be, you don't know.
Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is not... Rex, save me from these people. Actually, real quick. Real quick, hold on. Really? I suppose that makes sense. Anyways, Rex, talk to me.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yeah, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You met him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Keep going.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job. out near the edges of the terminus systems. They said it paid well, and the boss was never around to ride them.
That's nice.
Looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
And what was he up to?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Gotta trust your instincts.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying?
They're not always right, but they can save you in a pinch.
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
No new codex entries on that, huh? Weird. Or charge status.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And
You're homesick.
so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
I can't deal with silence either, but I figure this gets us more information.
It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
Tell me about it.
True. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
That's the shortest conversation yet, really. Well, maybe that's the one with Garrus. On one hand, I'm actually feeling a little worn out today. Thinking that might be a good spot. But on the other hand, I don't feel like we got much done, but it's already been over 2 hours. Ooh, point defense systems. It's like next would be... Next would be one of these two. If we want more combat, sounds like we'd go to Pharos. Well, it's not like the gap might be either place, but... If he sent troops there, then... I don't know. We'll worry about that next time. Let's save it. Played for 3 hours, played for 2.5. Seems to be about the average. Alright. What time is it? It's been well over 2 hours. It's still pretty early, actually. Well, comparatively. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. I might be back tomorrow. No, tomorrow is Father's Day. I don't know, it depends on when we finish up what we're doing tomorrow. Depends on what all happens. We'll see. But for now, I will say thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And I will catch you all next time. And wish me better crewmates. I mean, I think we found them all now. Like, I think we have all the crewmates we're gonna get. Well, the crewmates, 2 of the crewmates have got it really bad, and one of them is like a loose cannon. And the other one just like murked the guy right in front of me, so we got some problems. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.